Okay. How how many deck reviews are left now? We have five five left. We only have five. Okay, I think we can actually sell deck reviews for $15 today. Sweet mercy. That does mean I'm finally kicking up the on demand. We're finally gonna kick up the on demand price. Is there a way to not get this fucking glare? Just that's worse. That's worse. What do you mean? What do you mean? If I move to the right? No, it follows me. It's like the Mona Lisa. Fuck you. If I look ahead, okay, if I'm looking straight ahead, it doesn't matter. There we go. Kill Rats, welcome to the stream. How you doing today, my friend? And then let's see, YouTube chat is successfully live. I should probably be live on TikTok today, but I don't have any brain rot to do. Contained animosity, wowee, welcome to the stream. Ushio Sports, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Helios, very much is good. My mental state, exuberant. My pockets, sadly normal. But we're gonna sell some $15 deck reviews today and see if that makes it better. Million Ants, what's happening? Hello, Chaos Chow. Kill Rats, so we're gonna be selling deck roast today too. I don't know. We might. I don't think they're gonna get sold today. I might sell some this week. I need to. I do need to get another long form done about something this coming week, but I'm not confident. I'm not totally confident we are returning to the roast platform quite yet. AK Condor, thank you for the 13 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. And Thunder Tempest, thank you for that random smasher pass. I'm gonna pass both on the weird octopus demon and on fucking a rice ball. Straight up. Straight up. I'm okay. I'm good. Teslobo, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Jason Wright, yes I do. Play a very magical game. I've never seen this art. It's a secret lair drop. Chaos Child, thank you so much for the gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Welcome to dog heaven, my friend. I appreciate that generosity so much. And Contained Animosity, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. My boss asked me, why am I sick on weekdays only? I said it must be my weekend immune system. Sorry, weekend immune system. Fuck. Zugs McGee, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home. I appreciate those Jeffrey dollars. Were we doing FMK Spider-Man edition? No. If we get around to deck building today, it's probably going to be for this guy. This is the only Spider-Man that sparks joy for me. Samurai Geezer, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. But oftentimes, Sundays do turn into just a big day of vamping. Yeah, like this guy seems fun. He seems, a little bit on the weaker end. Like you gotta set up a little bit of stuff, but once you get it set up, you touch a lot of cards. I wish Izzet had more reanimation. Yeah, we're getting morbid. When does the next set of deck roasts become available? Dog, I don't know. Frankly, my jaw has been too up and down for me to have a lot of confidence in it because the deck roast streams are the most difficult piece of work that I do at all. Like doing skits, doing commander roast, doing deck reviews, like doing the commander roast streams is the hardest thing by a long shot. And I have not, for the last 2 months, I have not been able to get through one normal week, even without trying to do a roast stream. Have you ever looked at Smellerbee? I feel like you'd liked what they do. That's cute. It is mono red, so it's bad, but that's cute. What's up, Luna? Welcome to the stream. And Marlon, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. This Spider-Man looks tasty for Nekusar. I don't think that's true. Yeah, that's not true. Nekusar cares about your opponent's drawing cards. I mean, if your Nekusar deck is just like all wheels and then benefits for me drawing cards, sure. but he a little different. He a little different. Um, oh man, there's so much in my head to talk about. It's been such a long week. Have you seen Bossed Panther Goddess? No. Let's talk about that. Reach, trample, indestructible, go fuck yourself. Can't attack or block unless you have 3 or more creatures. But buffs 1 creature by how wide your board is. That's cute. I don't think that's very good, but that's cute. Tremble before bossed. Ah, nah. I might quiver a little if you know what I mean. If you know what I'm up to. Answer, thank you so much. So what all happened last week? I haven't seen Obsession yet, which is fucked. I will be seeing Obsession today or tomorrow, and we will be getting a movie review of Obsession. We will potentially also be getting a movie review of Exit 8, because holy shit, I hate this movie. Hate's a strong word. This is one of the few movies in my entire life where I felt upset at the time I spent to watch it. I felt robbed. Like I felt actively done wrong by the people who made this movie when I finished watching it. There have been, and like, I enjoyed the Michael Bay Transformers films. That's how low my bar is. And I watched this movie, and by the end of the movie, Z and I were both like, what the fuck? Really? That was it? That's what we spent however much money and all these hours on? How dare you? How dare you? But isn't that based on a weird video game? Yes, it is, but they like almost immediately abandon the realities of the video game to just do a mid metaphor. Babadook roasts are definitely not going on sale today, but I do think we're gonna sell a few reviews. Your Bant argument is horrible. Calling a 30-second Twitch clip an argument is crazy work, but it's also not. It's just accurate. Like, now, whether or not the easy access to cards, mana, and good interaction makes a color boring, sure, that's why I say it's subjective and why objectively no color is the most boring. But like, every Bant deck I've ever seen, every Bant deck I've ever played against, whenever it tries to do something to support whatever its gimmick is, it always comes back to, I make more mana than you, I draw more cards than you, and my removal is more efficient than yours. That's it. That's not an argument, that's an observation. You can be mad about it, that doesn't change it. I wish I saw Project Hail Mary, heard many good things, love me a space movie. It's really good. There's one scene I hate in Project Hail Mary. There's one scene in Project Hail Mary I really fucking hate. Everything else about it is 10 out of 10. Superman, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the doghouse. What scene? Okay, everybody who doesn't want spoilers for Project Hail Mary, close thine ears. We're going to do the manual ad break, and I'm going to talk about spoilers. Rocky's awesome. I love my boy Rocky. Oh, right, not the Hail Mary, Project Hail Mary. So the only thing about Project Hail Mary that I don't like is, and this is done fine in the book, and I realized it had to be compressed for a movie, like they still did a very good job of the movie, I just hated this one fucking thing, which is when Rocky is telling Ryan Gosling that he can give him the fuel to get home. In the book, there's way more of like, are we going to have enough? We have to measure this. We have to account for relativity this. Oh my God, Rocky didn't know about relativity. Do we actually have enough fuel? How are we going to handle it? And in the movie, Ryan Gosling, when offered like just no strings attached salvation, goes, I can't. I've chosen to sacrifice myself. Like, he doesn't say that. He does a good job acting, and he does some very good crying on screen. But he like tries to kill himself for nothing in the movie. He tries to kill himself for nothing. And then Rocky's like, no, you have to live. And then he goes, okay. And it's like, that didn't need to be tense. So that that fucked me off because that scene 100% did not need like the tension in that scene was fake as fuck. But in in the book, okay, the tension's real. The movie was still very, very good. Is the character also called Ryan Gosling in the movie? Problem with Ryan Gosling, he's Ryan Gosling everywhere he goes. He's Ryan Gosling everywhere he goes. It's just Ryan Gosling in space. Fuck yeah, I'm watching that. Ryan Gosling in as Ken. Hell yeah, I'm watching that. But that boy is Ryan. I was gonna bring up my Falco Spara summons deck, yeah, but yeah, card draw removal and mana. Right, and it's like it's not Bant's fault. It's not the Bant deck builder's fault that that's what the deck always comes back to, but it's just like you have all the most efficient ramp, you have all the most efficient card draw, you have all the most efficient removal. And so when you go to support a deck, you bring in these supporting pieces and it ends up like 10% whatever your individual flavor is and just 80% oh my god, I'm valuing on you, I'm outvaluing you, I'm more valuable than you, I'm outvaluing you. High value male type shit. Chesabel, thank you for the tier 1 sub for the 11th month. Welcome back to the dog home. That's kind of why I stopped playing Teamer. I do think like Bant has more interesting commanders than Teamer. Like Bant and Teamer have inverse problems where Bant's 99 always pushes you to do like the same shit, and Teamer's commanders always push you to do the same shit. Well, Chow, you were trying to do like you were trying to make a deck out of 12 cards. That was your problem. Hey boss, I know you said Claire Obscure run turn-based games without action command systems for you, but maybe check out Vulture Scavengers of Death. It's a turn-based tactical survival horror. I've been playing it recently and it's pretty fun. I thought I'd shout it out since I don't have vamping topics. I'll think about it. But like, it's been bad since Claire Obscure. I'd honestly want to know what you think my Bant Arcades deck is, because it honestly does not do what you say. Okay, so let's examine the lies you just said. What does Arcades do? Arcades lets you draw a card every time you play a creature with Defender. If you are playing creatures with Defender, what are you doing? You are playing creatures that draw cards, creatures that ramp, creatures that have incredibly, incredibly juiced stat lines for their mana cost because they are costed around not having any power. So it seems to me like no matter what your Ban Arcades deck is doing, if it's playing creatures with Defender, you are leveraging extremely efficient card draw from the command zone to play creatures that are way more mana efficient than they should be. So maybe you don't board wipe, but you do the other two. Ika Puff, thank you for the 30 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. I've been good. Neck problems have been haunting me, but we are getting through it. Oh right, I am gonna put up a small number of deck reviews this week. The queue is not done, but the queue is down to 4 decks. No, I have 5 decks. I have 5 decks from the on-demand queue left, but I think we are going to get all of these delivered in the 1 week turnaround time. So I'm going to open up like 5 $15 reviews, and then we're going to move up the price of the on-demand review. Does this include +1/+1 synergies? Yeah, +1/+1 synergies are one of the like strongest or one of the most insidious culprits of this. You do anything to make a +1/+1 strategy good, and you very quickly end up running like every +1/+1 card ever. Can I get your opinion on Raw Monsoon Mage? Put that dude in bracket 4 prison where he belongs. What's up, David? So let me... Okay, on demand is going up in price. And then we are going to sell some of the cheap ones. Commander deck review not streamed. Bam. 15. Quantity available is going to be 5. Save and publish. Perfect. Cameron Greywolf, thank you for the 500 bit cheer. My entire Arcades deck is ramp and ways to prevent my shit from being targeted and destroyed. He ain't complicated, LMAO. Right, and he's still fun. Like, again, your deck does not have to be... Being unique or creative is not a prerequisite of you enjoying your deck. That's, to me, that's part of what makes, like, the creativity of Commander beautiful, is because it's non-essential. Like, we don't have to walk around all pretending like we have this like manic pixie snowflake deck that nobody has ever seen before. Like, playing a stock stompy deck is still fun. We have to have room for the actual creativity to be celebrated by not fluffing each other about like fake creativity of like, oh yeah, you did the Bant thing? Great. You're doing Bant stuff. You did the Grixis thing? You made me discard. Good for you. I hate you. And then when something actually kooky happens, we can celebrate it. Jacob, would you roast a Pauper Commander build as a normal EDH deck if I sent it in for review through service? So if you send it in for a review, notably, it's not going to be a roast, right? I might make a few jokes, but look at the VOD channel, look at the work examples, because the energy of the review channel is a lot different than the energy of the like cut down stream highlight ones. Christmas, thank you for the 3 streams in a row. Terrence, what's your opinion on fog spells like Illusionist Gambit? They probably die in your hand too often, I assume. So fog spells in general, I think, are actually a lot usually better than people give them credit for. Stuff like Illusionist Gambit, it can be difficult to hold up 4 mana. If you are in Simic, if you are in an Azorius control deck that really, or an Izzet deck that really wants to hold up a ton of mana, then I think they're actually great. I think these spells are wildly underrated, and the reason they're not played more is because they don't proactively do your thing, and they're not good enough for like bracket 4 play. And in bracket 2 or 3, most people would rather play a funny spell that does their thing versus a funny spell that undoes an opponent's thing. But they're very good. Uh, Julius, you're not requesting a roast. You are not requesting a roast. We have to be so clear about that. There's a reason that the title is not streamed. This is not a live deck roast in all caps. What do you put in the request box? I have no idea. You don't have to describe it. You just go to checkout and there is an intake form if you purchase it. Cloudion, everything's good. Everything's good except my neck and jaw pain. That's terrible, but that's okay. Review whatever. It's hell yeah. You my goat. I'm glad. I'm very happy that you think the distinction is semantic. That distinction has made me lose some of what little hair I have left. But yeah, you don't have to put anything specific in the request box. How do you feel about Carolina Dean Runaway for theft? For theft, dog? Ooh. I like it. I did not realize what you were putting down for a solid second. I've caught up. That's hot. That's hot. Yeah. Seize the spoils. Anything that mana fixes stuff you're taking. That's awesome, actually. I enjoy that very much. Yeah, now you get 5-color good stuff, so you can actually like play other good cards to support it. Carolina Dean runs away with all of your things. No, building it mono red would be for negative sauce. Like, that's the problem, is mono red has exactly one thing it can do, and so the deck's going to be way too one note. How baller are Hex Magic and Death to our enemies, and why are uncommons the new rares? Uh, Pretty good. That's pretty good. Cast a non-creature spell, make a tap treasure. Fourth plan counter, sack it. This one is not baller at all. Um, Uncommons new rares just because of like fucking word bloat, dude. Yes, alchemy. You can just refer to your primer if you have already like all that's important is that somewhere I can reference written evidence about this is what I want to be different, this is what I want to not be different, or I want us to lean into more. Cloudion, I have not seen that. I have looked at Absorbing Man. He's funny as fuck. What's your take on Taval, Arbiter of Virtue being a slightly less Taco Bell Sultai commander? I mean, yeah, it's less Taco Bell. Has a lot of problems, but it's not Taco Bell. Death, death to our enemies is inconstructed. You know, I could kind of see that if you're doing like, mm, I can almost see it if you're doing Boros Burn. My worry is burn decks are typically running out of cards, not running out of tapped treasures. And so I feel so this is because each in burn, I remember seeing some math about like each spell has to be lightning bolt or better if we want to win. And this is if you spend 5 cards on this card, it becomes better than lightning bolt. So it's adding an average of like 1 or 2 damage to each of the next 4 cards you do. Maybe that's good enough if we get to the 4th plan counter. But until I feel like you would have a lot of games where you just didn't get all the way there and felt very sad. It is a pretty fat hit. But I'm also not like I'm not very good at standard and I hate standard too much to try to get good at it. So like go off, make a deck, see if it works cuz you could definitely slot that into any of the existing burn strategies and just see. And just see. Maybe it'll work. Who cares? Would Boros Daredevil be good for a Boros burn list for just card? The fact that you put draw in quotation marks answers the fucking question. Which guy? Is it Man Without Fear? Oh no, you probably mean for burn. Oh no, you said Boros, so it has to be this guy. No, no, it would not. Stop. No, put him down, back away slowly. Uh, Maldheim, would you rather have $1 or $2? $1 because I would know somebody else in the world got $2, and that would encourage me to grind. Gotta be on your shit. Gotta be on your shit. I don't know, man. I'd rather have $3. So we want to do Spider-Man stuff today. Oh, right. Okay. So we will get to this in a moment. I think first I'm going to talk through I should do a channel update this week. I've been feeling bad that I have not done any of the regular content updates, but they're always the lowest priority because it's like I'm not getting paid for them. Less people are waiting on them. I have to talk for a little bit. It's normally happening on Sundays where I've already streamed and I've already done other work, but I enjoy doing them. So let's see what happened. What happened with content this week? I think I am, for better or worse, I have almost figured out the pirate software gimmick. I have not totally figured it out, but for a while now, I've been working with my clip editor to try to figure out how do we make it so that posting a commander roast every single day is not the only thing keeping me relevant, because that is a source of great and terrible stress. I still like doing them, but the idea that like every day that I miss one is going to be a fucking disaster for me professionally is annoying as shit. And so now we've gotten to the point where we still have a number of just like rampant and reckless flops, but the Bant rant got 500,000 views. The just like first reacts to whatever cards got 250,000 views each. A short about ramp being good is at like 300K. So we're now getting to the point where Twitch clips are working. The stuff about mana weaving did like 750,000 views because of fucking decontextualization ray. The Thanos first react did 500,000 views. So now we've achieved a limited amount of freedom where the clipping is beginning to work. There's 1,000,000 more clips on the way, which means I have time to do skits again. If only I was funny enough to do skits again. But that's definitely a feather in the cap, and that's definitely forward momentum that I should feel good about. But it's hard to feel good about because it feels like a thing I should have figured out way sooner. What else is going on? We got... How many Commander roasts did we do last week? Not many. We did one. Fuck. I want to do more than that. And this is still like, it gets commented on the most, it gets liked the most, but it no longer gets the most views, which is really, really interesting. I am very excited for a world where that gets to be a thing that I get to try to make my highest performing content again, instead of feeling like, oh god, I have to figure out a recent Marvel spoiler to make a Commander Roast short about, because I like desperately need it to keep me relevant. Maldhan, is there a way to do playable Wooburg Spooderman without needing Cosmic Spooderman or Unifier as the commander, and the main 3 themes stop there? The soon as you say, my deck has 3 themes, no, you're done. It doesn't. Your deck has 1 theme. Your deck maybe have 2 themes. The only way I ever see 3 themes working is if one of your themes is landfall, because that's a fake fucking theme. Everybody's playing lands, dickhead. But that's always the problem. So, Hey Maud, much love from the UK. I've been thinking about creating a YouTube channel to talk about the social aspects of the game, but there's so many channels out there. Any thoughts? I mean, yeah, do it, but understand that the way you want to talk about it at first is probably not the way you, like, the way you want to talk about it is not the way you're going to make videos about it. Like, my Commander roast started because the things that I want to say, the thing that I wanted to say was, hey, you guys take this game too seriously. And the way that that translates into making content about it is making a bunch of angry man rant videos lampooning how seriously we all take the game. So I would say make the channel, start making stuff. Like the number one best piece of advice that I have seen work over and over again, and I have seen the people who refuse to do it fail over and over again, is do 30 pieces of work as quickly as possible and then start drawing conclusions. That's it. Don't don't try to come up with the perfect script. Don't try to come up with the perfect idea. You can do all of that later. You can do all the like fine tuning, working on your special baby, working on your dream thing, but like figuring out, oh man, my like your thumbnails are going to be bad, your titles are going to be bad, your intros are going to be bad. But because this is such an alien industry to so many of us, like I didn't grow up I didn't grow up receiving any formal training to do entertainment. I doubt you did as well. Many of us, many of the people making content on the internet did not grow up with a formal education in how be funny, how be interesting. You just have to start doing it and do it as much as possible and watch it back and change things up every time you identify something that you don't like about your own video. White Bread, thank you for the 130 streams in a row. Welcome back to the dog park. Father's Day brunch cannot stop me from keeping my top spot in this park. Ooh. Wait, you guys are educated? Yeah, like, so Jacob said, dude, just do you. I found you a few days ago. This is me doing me because I got my degree in chemical engineering. There has never been any point of this entire, of like my entire career doing this where me being me did not involve second guessing myself and being nervous. That's just how I've been from day fucking one. I'm tempted to sign up for improv classes just so I can be better at talking with people naturally since I'm not autistic. Hey, yeah, 360, I want to let you know I feel that. It if you think improv classes are going to help you talk naturally, hey, person to person, human to human. Don't do it. Don't do that. Improv could like maybe improv can help, but like the way people like if you roll up on somebody acting like how you would act in an improv class, that's not gonna do it. Right? Improv people are famously well adjusted and totally not annoying at all. If you want to I would say one thing that would help. I have returned to this exercise whenever I am getting stuck in my content, and it typically helps me with speaking in public as well. Is once every day, record yourself speaking at length about something for a minute long and just talk, stream of consciousness. Have it make sense. Don't just like mumble gobbledygook for the whole minute, but film yourself for a minute talking about something and then watch it back. Pay attention to your voice, pay attention to like, is my inflection changing? Does that inflection sound nice to me? Am I changing the speed at which I talk? Because like the rhythm of how you speak is really, really important. Sam, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. uh Marvel superheroes for sure, Kyle. But yeah, like it's kind of I don't know. I don't know if it's me being too much of a boomer, and it's certainly not a desire to pull the ladder up because I want to see other people be successful. But the most common refrain when people talk to me about their content or I try to help my friends who are still trying to get into the content game and are struggling, the most common thing that I ask them is, okay, have you picked one thing and done it like 100 times? Do that. And they're like, but I wanted to try doing a skit and then doing this thought piece and then doing this long form. It's like, no, you do all that later. You do all that after the other thing is successful. Like it's just you find a thing that works, do it so much that you come to understand it at least a little bit, and you get a lot of practice in it, and then you can begin branching out later. Versus like right now, everyone's trying to be. It's it's almost like a really nervous swan. You guys know how swans their feet are always going really fast under the water, but they look so serene on top of the water. It's like that with with some content creators, except you can obviously see that the swan is tweaking. Like they try to do so much different stuff because they want to be seen as somebody who's doing it casually. They're afraid of being seen as someone who's taking this ambition very, very seriously. And so they're trying to look chill, and you can see that they're losing their fucking mind about it. Okay, work hard. Work hard. It's not embarrassing. Well, it's embarrassing to work hard, but it's better on the other side of it. Just do it. The Hunter, thank you for the 4 months at tier 1. What a fantastic 4 months. Great fucking pun, dog. Welcome back to the dog home. Boss, have you looked at all the jumpstart cards versus the standard set of Marvel? We did on the podcast. Veggie walked us through some of the all the fucked up and cool jumpstart cards. So that will be coming out on Decked Out. If you need a topic for that 1 minute, it's easier to talk at length about topics you mildly dislike. Hey, preaching to the choir, right? That's how I got there for sure. Hey, Maul, you seem pretty good at everything as Crab. That's not true, but I am decent at all video games because I didn't go outside as a child. Do you know which stat is most important to focus on when starting at higher pressures? So, higher pressures is subjective. I've made it to pressure 11, which I think is pretty big, but it goes all the way up to 20. So at 20, I don't know. What I have found to be most useful and in the early game for this roguelike is anything that lets you eat quickly. So whether that is feeding speed, whether that is poison resistance or senses, so that you can eat mushrooms, or like the gold standard is that like nut mouth thing. Cheek pouch, sorry. Squirrels, nuts, mouth, you get it. Um because what you really want in the early game is you want to accrue a bunch of levels and you don't want to have to fight. Like, or you don't want all of your experience to come from fighting, and you want to be moving as much as you can. Stop saying nut mouth. You want to be moving as constantly as you can. You want to be like a shark. So whether you're picking up vegetation, whether you're hunting down mushrooms, whether you're trying to like beat fish to death, any time that you just have to like sit there eating the thing is wasted time prior to the first boss. So like I'll go into the first boss with no weapons and be fine. I'm doing it less and less because now I've learned the balance pretty well. But a lot of my most successful runs in the game, it was first thing, how do I improve my feeding speed or how do I get a nut mouth? And then after that, movement speed. And then after that, how do I deal damage? Because if I can move fast and eat fast, I can survive. And then it's how do I kill everything? You said nut mouth again? No, I didn't. That doesn't sound true to me. Doesn't sound reasonable. Sounds like you made shit up. Yeah, if you get enough levels, the damage is inevitable, but I've had many times where I get the damage early and then you can't move quickly enough or you can't eat quickly enough to keep up with like how crazy it can get in the late game, and then you just get dogpiled and killed. Ba, 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 ba. K Yodo, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home, my friend. I appreciate those Bezos bucks. Let's do mandatory announcement. Command Fest Tacoma, 2 weeks. I will be there. I will be playing Commander. I'll be hosting a draft on Saturday and Sunday. It will be a chaos draft. I will be giving away a ton of tokens from Cool Stuff Inc. I don't think I'll be giving away anything cool, but it will be free, and I will smile at you. Havran, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Um, other shit. What else did I process this week? I'm sorry, you guys are getting therapized on. Um, I know I had talked 5 minutes ago about how content creators need to pick one thing and do it over and over and over again. But things have gone well enough for me that I'm gonna do bullshit. Uh So the things I am thinking about for content ideas. Not problems, stuff want to do. Answer TTV, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the welcome welcome to the dog home. I'm reading Creme Fresh's chat. This advice is really good. Here's why I don't listen to it. Okay, but I did, right? I did until I got traction, and then once you get traction, you can do anything. Delvigor, I have not pre-signed the tokens, but I will sign the tokens if you want. Because for a long time there, like for months and months, it was all I did every day was I picked a commander, I did a commander roast, and then if I had done that already, or if my last one was like going crazy, then I would let myself do one different video. And then the more successful I got, the more I branched out. But here's all stuff won't do. Movie reviews. What movies have I watched recently? The Exit 8. I want to do movie reviews because I hate this motherfucker. I watched Back Rooms. And I'm about to watch Obsession. These are all things in the public consciousness. You don't need to be, the font size doesn't need to be that big. What card do you hate the most? That can only exist in context. Also, Llanowar Elves. I've been starting to buy singles online, but every time I complete an order, I remember something I missed. Any tips to help me not spend $20 on shipping costs every other week? I would set aside dedicated times during the month that you are going to improve your decks, and otherwise, I would mess around with either like printer paper, playtest cards, or with playing online to see if like the thing works the way you want, and then just once a month be like, this is when the shipping order happens. The rest of the time, I can be tinkering with the deck, but if I'm tinkering with the deck, I can't be tinkering with it by trying to go out and buy the physical new card. I just have to see if it functions. Has the time where Wizards actually gives us $50 card commander cards in the commander decks for free like they used to gone? It feels like they are just removing good reprints sometimes. I don't think so. I feel like every precon had a fair number of reprints or a fair number of pretty decent cards. But I don't track it that hard. If there was one commander precon you would recommend just for the pure fun out of the box, what would you get? Mm. Uh Not Dihada. You stop. You don't. Oh yeah, Silver Quill. That one was really fun. The Silver Quill precon in Strixhaven. Hawkball banned. Absolutely not. Holy shit. Jesus. Jesus God. Oh, the Vine Boom's not on. Sorry, that's second background music. Douglas, we're gonna unban you. Reban. Fuck ass. So for the finished reviews, could you both send the finished review to Drive and your YouTube, or is it only one or the other? I could do both. Yeah, I could do both. So want to do movie reviews, and I think if I'm honest about why I want to do the movie reviews, I want to do the movie reviews because I want more practice doing low stakes long forms. Because the long forms that I want to do, that I would want to chain this in, is rip off Josh Johnson. Who knows who Josh Johnson is? Hands up. Don't type anything in chat. Hands up or hands down. It's just annoying to me. We got staples. They released like the free commander spells, and they make the reprints be special chase hits instead of giving us proper supply. I don't think that's true. We're getting black market connections in the villains precon. I think it may just be the specific cards that you are thinking about, I don't pay enough attention to price. Comedian. Yes, the comedian. So I think the long form stuff that I want to try doing is I would much rather try to dip my toes into stand up. I did a little bit of stand up when I was a rower, but the schedule of doing open mic nights does not work with rowing at all. Because I would go do an open mic night. They wouldn't let me go on till like 11 or 11:30 because I was not a known comedian. Um and the ones that I went to went really well, but I couldn't keep doing them. So the extent to which I want to rip off Josh Johnson is I want to do stand-up sets on YouTube. That's really it. And I think the movie reviews would be better better practice for that rhythm. And what do I want to do after that? Thing I won't tell you about because I won't do it. It's not even that special. It's just if I tell you the plan, I will get the dopamine from the plan, and then the plan will not happen. Versus these are a little bit more. Uh, these are not as like these are not pie in the sky dreams. So I don't think there's a crazy amount of dopamine to be gained just by talking about them. This is stuff I have to plan out a little bit more. Dragoon, you can. I think we'll do a thing where it's like every time I post one, improv classes would make my stand up worse. 100%. One fucking 100,000% improv classes would make my stand up worse. Improv and stand up are very different forms of comedy. And I think if you can do stand up, you can do improv. I don't think it works the other way around. And so if I was going to do one to get better at the other, I would do stand up to get better at improv. Oh, yeah. Well, unfortunately, Jacob, context doesn't exist on the internet, so you're banned. Nice reference, though, dumbass. Okay, you're back, Jacob. Thank you. Okay, right. So, can we suggest movies for you to watch that don't necessarily have to be new? I got a lot of movies to suggest. I think what I will probably do is every time I film one, I will say in the comments, what should I watch next? And other than that, I'm just trying to be more intentional with my media. So part of this is also a desire to be like, I would rather I would rather go out and watch a movie and then think and be funny about how I felt about that movie than I would doom scroll. The image of Maldhound on a rowboat with a mic telling Seinfeld level jokes while rowing is great and I love it. I was good. Fuck you, Seinfeld level jokes. I was good. As a personal example of your avoidance of burnout, what's your reward you give yourself while venturing out into this new creator space while avoiding the pressure to perform in the long term? It's so cool to have done it. Like I can't recommend vanity enough as a reward, especially for a new creator. Like I think so many of us get into this space because we wanted to do something creative, we wanted to do something theatrical as a kid, and we were unsuccessful. Some people got gate kept, not me, because I'm a tall white guy. I was just bad at it, and we get really scared about it. And this is an opportunity to finally do it. And like the stuff, like I remember for a few months, high view counts. The stuff I remember forever is when I hit, like when I do a line that I think is good, or I do a skit that I think is good. Oh, like the few times I'm able to watch my videos back and I think they're good videos, even though it's me and I'm like highly critical of me, that's the reward. That's what I'm going for. And so that's the reward you have to give yourself, is you have to disconnect yourself from, okay, well, how many views did I get? Like, okay, is this going well? Just be like, how is this video compared to my last video? Can I watch this one? Does it please me to watch this one? Like, I remember my reward when I was an early content creator, I got in an argument with this guy about whether or not people should use proxies. And I did like three-minute TikTok videos, just doubling down on bodying this guy for the stupid fucking comments he was leaving. And for like a week, once or twice a day, I would just watch those videos and be like, oh, that shit sound good. That shit sound good. That shit looked good. That is nice. And that was the reward. Like, were they my most highly performing videos ever? No, they got like straight middling views. But oh, and then some of the roasts, when I watch them back, I'm like, the inflection was good, the cadence was good, the bits were good. And so I found that I do better and better the more I let the reward be making something that I'm proud of. And so that's kind of where it has to start. Like, if you're trying to get started in content and the niche or the type of thing you want to make can't be something that you're proud that you made, I would give up and reconsider. What makes an EDH deck fun or interesting for you to play? The situations I put you in. Like, nothing about a deck makes me happy if it does a mechanical thing. Like, if I do some proactive thing that's like, oh, I do this combo that does this much damage, I make like a creature that's this big, I bounce this many things. None of that is interesting to me. What's interesting is like, okay, is the big creature a threat that makes you play in a certain way? Like, I'm trying to make you aggravated. And the more specificity and vibrance that I can give to your frustration, that's what makes a deck fun for me. And that's why I do VV Stompy. That's why I have the Turkish Ice Cream Man. That's like every deck I enjoy. It's, I'm putting you in a pickle, brother. What would you like to do about it? Boss, I've edited videos and left them on drafts because when I watched them, I couldn't think anyone could like them because I hate how my voice sounds. Well, okay, so good news about that. I've done that too. Change how your voice sounds. You just do that. That's part of the reason I suggested to like record yourself talking at length for a minute. It like you can just, your voice is an instrument. You can just press on different notes. It takes time. It's difficult. But like if you really dislike how your voice sounds, talk different. People are really fucking weird and really fucking stupid about what your natural speaking voice is. Like, who fucking cares? I don't walk the same way I walked when I was 5 either. Why are you beefing? Why are you beefing? So, like, I get hating your voice. I've gone through periods of hating my voice. I still have periods now where I'm like, oh, I want to adjust this about my voice. Record a new video, try to sound different. I completely missed Astonishing Spider-Man, and it seems like my kind of commander, but I have zero idea how to make a competent deck out of it. Okay, let's do that together. Let's do that together now. We do have to do the manual ad break, but we've done an hour of therapizing. So I think now it's time for the goofy deck building. So I'm going to use the bathroom, then we're going to make Astonishing Spider-Man a little bit astonishing. Malik, thank you for the 75 streams in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. I hope your move goes well, fam. How do I determine if dies to removal is a valid argument? So some of it is like a lot of dies to removal boils down to, can you get value out of the card before the removal kills it? If no, then it dies super hard to removal. If yes, dying to removal doesn't matter as much. Like Sun Titan is a great example of only kind of dies to removal, because you play him and if he enters and then they kill him, I still got the ETB. But Sun Titan is also predicated upon getting an attack trigger, so it kind of dies to removal. If 90% of the value in the card is in the ETB, like Karmic Guide, that shit doesn't die to removal. You killed it, who cares? I wasn't paying for the echo cost anyway. Now, Prismari, that is like, does nothing when it enters. I have to cast a different spell to get any value. Mega crazy hard dies to removal. Little Mix Doom, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Do you believe that owning a pug is moral? Why you even believe in ownership, dog? Damn. I'm disappointed in you, fam. I thought we were one family here. I thought we had divested ourselves of phony ideals like land ownership, the color green. Quite frankly, it disappoints me to hear you even use that word. We're going to be removing you from the commune, Little Mix Doom. And I'm not deflecting from the fact that I have no idea how to answer this question. This is your fault. And you should feel bad. Might be a silly question, but why is Spider-Man blue? Isn't he about like justice and freedom and stuff? More like red, white than blue. I think they've done so many different Spider-Mans that like they've done a lot of different Spider-Man. I think this Spider-Man is probably blue to reflect like creativity. Oh, true, and his costume's blue. Yeah, oh yeah, and isn't he supposed to be really smart? Bluff Siege, one Spider-Man's backstory is just being a loser, but many Spider-Men, they have the backstory of like they're super geniuses. Lord Xavier, thank you for the 13 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. I appreciate that generosity. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do, let's add 37 command towers, because we're not fucking around with a land base during this. Alright, we have 38 lands. So what does Astonishing Spider-Man want us to do? When we attack, we can discard our hand. If we do, we draw a card for each card you've discarded this turn. So stuff we care about. Get benefits for drawing cards. That's not hard in blue. Discard cards before going to combat. I think bonus points if we loot pre-combat. What else does he want us to do? We have to swing a 4/4. That one's a little tough, but not impossible. Extra combats is a way to do that. Does it matter what kind of cards we're discarding? It could. There are many things in, and this is one of the decisions we're going to make later. I think first what we want to do is let's be confident that we're going to play Spider-Man, and let's be confident that we are going to get a benefit for drawing all these cards before we worry too much about, okay, well, you know, what do I have a super type synergy with the cards I'm discarding? So Polk, yes, lands in different mana are very important. They're also very easy, very time consuming, and very boring. We're at 8. Uh, we'll just go to 10 for right now. So I'm getting my commander on turn 3. And then let's look at... Homunculus Horde is not actually the best example here because he wants us to draw cards on everybody's turn, but we can... Second draw matters. We can just look at draw matters. All right. Insight would draw us a shitload of cards. Chasm Skulker would benefit. Ominous Seas would benefit. Low-key Psychic Corrosion could be a vibe. Does Prof's Eidetic Memory work with multiple combats? Because then we could have a really fucking crazy dream going. Ooh, but we do have to draw more than one card before... Oh, it does? Okay, then we're gonna try. Please, Locust God. I don't like tokens. This is only during an opponent's turn. Dude, we could do Klingquant Sky Mage. Let's fucking go. There's Lila. We could do Baxter Fly in the Ointment. There's only Krang. I think there's an Iron Man who does that too. What do I do if I build decks that seem pretty cool, but I'm too dumb to play efficiently at the table? Practice them. One, you're probably not too dumb. If you're building decks that seem pretty cool but feel too dumb to play them, I think you are probably building decks that could be cool, but have too many things going on. Many, many times I've seen deck builders go, this deck is so cool. It has 5 different themes, and if they all come together perfectly, it is the most awesome deck ever in existence. And then you go to play it, and your opening hand is like, ah, shit, I drew all the cards for one theme that doesn't do anything unless I've also got at least one card from theme B, but I'm just hitting lands, and now I guess I scoop. So I would say the deck is probably not as cool as you think, or requires a lot more to get going than you think. We're not playing Anger. Let's play a card that's not dog shit. Thundering Djinn with extra combats could be a little bit crazy. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Oh, is Spider-Man a hero? Okay, Torch could do it, but I don't love it. Please check out Cool but Rude. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, Mako would be solid. Oh, Captain Howler, yeah. Captain Howler is gonna really, really get his time in the 99. And then we do want some type of loot, because we want to maybe loot before we swing this guy. Wonder would be very good, yeah. Frantic Search, good. Gaia Reach, good. Three Steps Ahead, good all-arounder. Malcolm. Malcolm does this on damage, so I'm not as convinced. I could see Collector's Vault. I could see Kitsa. Careful Study would go crazy. I could see Overlord. What's the theme here? We don't have a theme yet. We're trying to make a pile of cards that seem appropriate and then find a theme along the way. Well, we're not quite wheeling. Okay. Draw step, draw discard sounds good. Evie Fry could be useful for Spider-Man. We really don't like, I don't care about the backside of Jace. Guitar's probably got something going on. Ooh, Inti's fun. Yeah, Inti would be solid for this. I don't love Vinix because I don't think we're building up speed quickly enough. All right. So we have a few ways to capitalize off of this. We have a few ways to loot. We have a lot of ways to ramp. What we need now is let's do a little bit of vegetable picking. Let's get things I can do at instant speed if you try to fuck with my commander. So type instant commander, is it? We are building the astonishing Spider-Man, Emmets. So I'm gonna probably take Chaos Warp. I don't think I love counter spells in this deck. Take Deflecting Swat, take a Braid. Me when I Pongify you. Big Score is solid, Thrill is solid, Hybridization is solid. Snap is acceptable, Windfall is acceptable, Reality Shift is acceptable. Malfunction's good. We're not counterspelling. Mana Drain's bad here. We already have Lila. I also enjoy Slip Out the Back. Delve could be a sleeper hit here because our graveyard is going to be quite full. We are not doing the back of Bergie. Holly Kubo, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Do Into the Floodmaw. Resculpt is crazy because they just trade with my commander with the thing I give them. Could do Essence Flux. I think we have 3 steps ahead already. Oh, you know who we need? We need Riel. Riel the Everwise. There was another Spider-Man card. Hold on. Where was it? Misty Knight, Hero for Hire, yeah. Oh yeah, let's get treasure cruising. Okay, so then how are we going to win this game? I think our first stop would be hope we just draw enough cards to remove people's stuff and enough of our threats grow. This draft is probably too heavy on ramp, but I think we want to give it a shot with multiple combats. So we have landfall, which I don't think we care about. We have full throttle, which we definitely care about. We love overpowering attack. I think we're down to seize the day too, because we don't have to untap everybody. I think we're down with world at war. Try Raphael. No, Hunter, honest Thoracle might have to happen here. I think this 30-minute draft of the deck, however long we spent on it, is gonna have more draw power than it will have kill power. What about Great Train Heist? No, I like Great Train Heist. First Strike is very good here. Okay, and we didn't fucking tag anything. So what are we? We're definitely not missing ramp. We are definitely not missing loot. We are definitely not missing single target removal. But we are missing board wipes and we are missing commander specific protection. So I will also put in Slip Out the Back. I will also put in March of Swirling Mist. And I will also put in Stock Up. Oh yeah, let's put in Wonder. Wonder would be good. Okay. So we get turn 1, I do clean nothing. Turn 2, I do this. Turn 3, Hooterman. Ah, aren't I so scary? Yeah, I just leave this. Iron Man, swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 +1/+1 counters on anything I want. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now this guy is swinging as a 6/6. So he's probably, oh no, as a 7/7. So he's probably not going to die. We draw into protection. If people were going to kill Spider-Man, they were probably going to do it when I went for that first swing, but I think that's a pretty fucking acceptable first swing. Maybe somebody's like tapped out. Maybe they go for sorcery speed removal and we can slip out the back. It does mean I would need to be more careful about my pips, but that's okay. This Riel the Everwise, and then swing these two. He flies now. I don't think I need to activate any of these modes. I think I would just discard 4, draw 4 for Riel, go 2 and 2, so they're a 9/9, they're a 6/6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty fucking compelling to me. And now I can Frantic Search, I can Chaos Warp, I can Pongify. Yeah, baby? Yeah. Ooh.
It's so fluffy.
Old head, I actually don't think Scrawling Crawler is something I want to put in the deck. I really dislike it when Izzet decks try to go for, I have to deal damage to everybody at the same time. Because if I'm dealing damage to everybody all at the same time, one by one, it's really hard to politic. Because then you just go like, oh, if my deck does anything, whoever is in last, you're dying first. Versus if I'm doing more of an Izzet beatdown, I can be like, oh yeah, I'm drawing a lot of cards, I'm getting a lot of damage. None of it has to come to you. We can talk. I think that's a really underrated thing that Izzet players should be trying to do more, but too many Izzet players are just like, what if I deal 50 damage to everybody? It's like, yeah, that's why you get killed first. Soul Immolation could be solid. Because this guy will get up to high damage number. No, the deck does not have Rhystic Study. I'm a good person. But that's big turn 5. We would discard this guy to hand side. So next turn, go land. I mean, I could just try to fucking kill people if we did Teferi's Ageless Insight. True, Red Hawk. Buster Sword's actually crazy. Um. Oh, Thought Vessel, yeah. Fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I do Teferi's Ageless Insight. I say, wait, 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 wait. Don't shoot me. Oh, but I can't because it's first time. Ah. Either way, I would discard 7, draw 28, draw 28, and then I put them all on Iron Man, and Iron Man kills you. Okay, that's hot. No 10 rings is sadness. Yeah, but I don't think we get the like we don't have the mana to do 10 rings. I think doing a Spider-Man 10 rings deck is a different play. This is trying to be more of an aggro deck. So I'll go land Talisman, land Spider-Man. So now it's turn 4. I think what I'm feeling, I don't like the creature looters. This is not totally shocking, but it does feel better. It feels better to ramp to Spider-Man than it does to play Spider-Man with a looter on board because I need to be swinging Spider-Man relatively quickly. So I think I'm going to cut all the creature looters for instants and sorceries that loot, or things I can play after I play Spider-Man that would then let me discard. So, but you're an unblockability giver, so I kind of want to keep you. But Kitsa, you're gonna go away. Merfolk Leader, you're gonna go away. Mary Reed, you're gonna go away. Oh, Misty Knight could go crazy main phase 2, though. Um, Overlord we could keep, because I could play this after Spider-Man and be happy with him. I swear the backside of Bergie is worth it. You're wrong. Yeah, it's only for this turn. This is me, like... This is just me throwing away my hand for nothing, because I'm never going to storm off. Like, we're trying to play tempo. If we were trying to play Is It combo, this would be super worth it, because then we just take one big crazy turn. But we don't, yeah, we don't care about this. What's up, Nefford? How you doing? I kind of want to cut an Iron Mirror as well, because we're very, very vulnerable to creature board wipes. So OTAG loot commander is it. Let's go back to this. Do I loot faithlessly? I really don't think I want to, but I could. I kind of like the thirst fours here. Now, what do I do? What do I do if I discard all of my advantage engines? If I discard all of my advantage engines, I probably just suck it up and say, I'll draw another one. Is Bag of Holding a good fit? It could be. I personally don't like the Bag of Holding playstyle. I'm gonna do Walking Atlas and Poo Poo UFO. One thing I was feeling is just like land dropping for turn didn't feel great. So if I stick one of these as ramp, I'm very likely to get multiple land drops out of Spider-Man. All right. So this one, we don't ramp. Is it worth keeping it if we don't ramp just because we can make Spider-Man unblockable? Possibly. We would have to Little Bean. Oh, Misty Knight too. Okay, Riel. It's happening. So this looks awful to me. I think this looks like a truly terrible curve out for the deck because it's really good and it's also really obviously good. And I think people are just going to try to kill us when we do this. But if we got away with it, we would go swing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy shit. All right. So we have 5 mana. We swung a 4/4 on turn 5. Could have Inti here. We could use Essence Flux to protect him. Or we can just tap, draw, discard. So now Spider-Man can't be blocked. We deal damage. We do overpowering attack, free running for overpowering attack. We swing again. And now we're here. We discard these 2 for hand size. Everybody's fucking terrified of us. But now we have a really set up graveyard. We have Cool but Rude. We can dig through time for 2 mana, and we have interaction. So I played a land drop. Do that. Draw. Discard. I would double draw for Riel. It feels quite bad. It feels quite bad when I can't make Spider-Man threatening or don't have the thing that's giving me +1/+1 counters for having instants and sorceries in my graveyard. So I kind of want Rune Chanter's Pike. Balthazar, thank you for the $5 super chat. Welcome to Dog Heaven. I'm still completing my Innuendo Commander deck, so glad I had over 50% of the cards already. That's awesome. And Ceramic Bowl, yes, you're on the right train of thought. So I think Rune Chanter's Pike and Glamdring, so that our commander can be a little bit more threatening. I really didn't like you. I really did not like you. We're not doing mass ping, answer TTV. I think it's bad and not good, and I don't enjoy it. That guy clean sucks. Okay. No ramp. So we don't keep. No ramp, only payoff, so we don't keep. This would be going down to 6. So we bottom a land. Card for turn. Land pass, land. Me when I thought on my vessel, land. Spider-Man turn 3, beautiful. Okay, so same thing as last time. Everything looks fucking sick if we get to play something that converts card draw into more damage. We have, again, protection, like too little too late if they shoot when I swing with Spider-Man, but it could do something. And then next turn, We get Riel down and we say, I'm gonna win now. Draw 3, draw 3. Now I have deflecting SWAT. I have deflecting SWAT, I have Raphael. Yeah, Krang could be good here. If we're gonna go oops all card draw triggers. Kinda hold on, is this an instant? Oh no. Uh we're not leveling up wizard class. Everybody be for real. Everybody be for real. Duelist of the Mind could be kind of cute. What's the plan for the deck? Beat people to death. Beat people to death. So we go. Ah, okay. There's a little bit of friction because Riel non-bows with all the other looters. I don't know if that's a problem because like all the other looters are really good and Riel's really good. But anytime I have Riel and a looter, I never want to use the loot spell because I want to get the Riel benefit. And so I want to be discarding as many cards as possible the first time I do it. Is there any argument to not just running multiple wheels, I wonder? Like, can I truly. Is there any part of me that can justify playing Monastery Siege instead of Windfall? I don't think so. What other wheels we got? Fucking Talarian wins. Hell yeah. Go down a card. Who gives a shit? Get out of here, Fire Diamond. Teferi's Puzzle Box is actually bad for us because we want to discard cards. We could do Snort. Resetting our hand to 5 is non-zero value. I kind of like that more than the Thirst spells. No, I don't want to give other people card draw. Okay, so we go land, Atlas. We get fucked because we don't have another land to draw or land to play. So a more responsible man would have played Collector's Vault instead of Walking Atlas, but I believed in myself and I was wrong to do it. We Collector's Vault and we wait. Here we are. Spider-Man turn 4 like a child. We got a lot of scary stuff to do. We got a lot of scary shit to do on this turn. I don't know if we wanna. Because here's my problem. Turn 5, Captain Howler. We're scaring the hoes for sure. We're scaring the shit out of everybody at the party. Right, no, he's the GOAT. But we're gonna swing our commander. He's now a 14-4. And will draw us one more card. So I guess like he could get chumped. Sure. Little Mix Doom, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Last potential suggestion. Welcome to the fold. We're not doing madness. No. I don't think we want to leave mana open, that much mana open. What's the roast situation at this point? They're coming back when I can do them. I don't yet have confidence I can do them. So we Mako. We Snort. Discard 3, draw 5. Put this onto the field. Go to combat. This guy's huge. This guy's getting counters, make him huge again. That is fun, but very stoppable. Oh man. Talarian Winds would be so good. I really want to believe that a hand like that can work. So we Talisman. We go our guy. All right, we want to keep Misty Knight. So I Misty Knight. I Talarian Winds. Draw 5. Spider-Man. Draw 10. If your commander gets removed once, does this deck just do nothing? No. We go land, nothing. Land, Felwar Stone, land, commander. They shoot our commander on sight. He's very scary. Oh god. Land, Mind Stone, Ominous Seas. Div Mizzet. And then next turn we get to play Astonishing Spider-Man again. So it doesn't do the like crazy I'm killing, I'm threatening lethal on somebody turn 5 if you kill Spider-Man, but it is not out of plays. I do think what the specific plays are have to be changed around a little bit. Sake Tanuki, thank you so much for the $10 tip. Welcome to Dog Heaven, my friend. I appreciate that generosity. Let me go find the tip message. Wish there was a way to insert squeeze toy, but the deck seems pretty cramped already. So we don't do deck reviews for $10, but I do appreciate your generosity. Oh, it's Innuendo Tribal. Innuendo Kindred. You're on 26 lands, cut a land. How much worse could it get? Jesus Christ, the Child of Alara deck. Jesus Christ. Viva A Storm, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home. And Tanuki, I will happily refund you if you so wish, but the deck review, deck upgrade, deck advice conveyor belt is very strongly set up at this point, so I don't want to fuck with it. Yeah, Monument to Endurance is probably correct. I just don't want to do it. Like it's objectively right. Do haste enablers do us any good? Not a ton, because the deck doesn't really have a turn 1 play that it wants to do other than Marauding Mako. The best turn 2 play it can do is ramp, and the best turn 3 play it can do is play our commander. We're not doing VV. Alright, so I think we might cut Katara, because I'm not seeing enough. No. I don't think I can cut Katara until I see it played in the world. So we have payoffs. We do not have ramp. Motive Matthew, thank you for the 1 year at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home, my friend. I appreciate that generosity. We draw, we do nothing. We have Captain Howler already. We lay out Glamdring, Chasm Skulker, get a counter, land drop to commander. Yeah, Tassili, I always do 38 command towers until the deck's idea works. And then once the idea works, I make the land base work. Whenever you attack, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Just play this. Draw. Discard. 1, 2, 3. So we're up to discarding 4 cards so far. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hell yeah. And now we have Pongerfy. Yeah, that is a very potent piece of bullshit. And then we get Chasm Skulker up to 8. They're like, oh, he has Evolve. It's like Bill. There's some goddamn Spider-Man card with Evolve. Evolve. Gain. We have Captain Howler already, Creme Fraiche, thank you. What are you? What's your name? What's your name? Ray Fillet. I thought he was one of the ones that gave flying. He just makes it like drawing a card's not nothing, but I don't think it's enough. I think we touch enough cardboard. We have to have the cardboard convert more readily into murder. I don't want to do Niv Mizzet Perrin because he fucking is so many pips. I love Key to the City. That's great. Yeah, Key to the City's phenomenal. Put that in for sure. What's up, Madra? How you doing? So what dies for Key to the City? Probably Katara. You have been useless every time we have seen you. I don't think I believe in Raphael enough. No, we just haven't played enough. All right, hell yeah. Lands and removal, good enough for me. So turn 4, I go Chasm Skulker. Put 5 counters on my squid. And then we have Pongify. If they don't make us Pongify, we can Ominous Seize. Next turn, we get a counter on each of these guys. What I like, we are building up a threat profile that is independent of our commander. That means we're not going to be totally fucked. So go to combat, discard 5, draw 5. Bunch of counters on this guy. Bunch of counters on this. And then we seize the day. We untap. Discard 5. Draw 10. So from here, Ominous Seize and Chasm Skulker should keep us pretty solid. I feel like I want more things that are going to be benefiting independently of Astonishing Spider-Man. I am no longer convinced by Runechanter's Pike and Glamdring, even though I thought, oh, we're gonna have a lot of instant sorceries in the graveyard. It still feels a little bit too slow. But I like the idea of going, okay, I've had one decent turn with Spider-Man. You can deal with Spider-Man that won't deal with my 12/12 Chasm Skulker. That won't deal with the 15 counters I have on Ominous Seize. FOMO is not in the deck. Are tutors and redundancy the only ways to make a deck more consistent? No, you can also put in more card draw. So Glamdring, you're gonna die. Runechanter's Pike, you're gonna die. Detectives Phoenix. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty cute. That's pretty cute for a late game haste enabler. I'll try that. Since this deck seems to be able to become a threat very quickly, do you believe in more mass bounce to protect yourself, like Aetherize? I don't know if I believe in Aetherize because so far holding up a ton of mana has not been what we want to do. What made you want to build this Spider-Man? Veggie was talking about it on the podcast. Okay, no ramp, we take the free mulligan. Oh, beautiful. We do Marauding Mako. We do Sky Diamond. We do Astonishing Spider-Man. We do Monument to Endurance. I think this is the stone cold most perfect run out the deck could possibly get. We swing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I draw a card. I make a treasure. Everybody loses 3. I draw my other 4. I put 4 counters on this guy. We have Wonder now. I hold up Deflecting Swat and wait. On my next turn, exile 4 cards. 2, 3, 4. Pay 4 for Treasure Cruise. Draw 3. Go to combat. Discard 7. Everything has flying. Draw a card. Draw 7. Make a treasure. Everybody loses a life. Based on what's happening now, I believe less and less in Prof's eidetic memory. Dig Through Time is about to go stupid on it. Like on somebody else's end step, I go Dig Through Time for 2 mana. I gotta put 2 of these in. I'd probably put in Niv Blizzet and the Fairy's Ageless Insight. Man, I couldn't bring myself to discard Howler. I low-key don't think he's that good. Like, I think he's really good once you're already gonna win, but he doesn't get us to lethal that quickly. Well, okay. He gets us to 2 hits is lethal, which is like the worst spot for a commander to be in. I either want you to think that it's gonna take 3 or more hits for me to kill you, or I want to kill you in that hit. If I'm, how are you gonna stop people from punching you in the face? I have a 12-12 and snap, is how. Or it's like I'm okay if they do, because if they punch me in the face, I punch them in the face. I think I'm fine to go blow for blow with a lot of people. There's a possibility we run like game changers like Cyclonic Rift or like Raise the Palisades, but I don't really want to because it would bounce all the stuff that's going to accrue value. No ramp. No ramp. We go to 6. No ramp. We don't keep that shit. Okay. So that playtest almost makes me want to greed curve this list because playing Spider-Man on turn 4 feels like the end of the world. I don't think there is anything I could do that would make me feel okay with playing Spider-Man on turn 4 versus playing him on turn 3. So if I'm gonna play him on turn 3, that makes me feel like I should have a wall of ramp at 2 mana, and then I should stop trying to be so efficient with everything else. Like, that makes me want to play Blood Mist. Because I either give my commander double strike so that he's harder for you to block, or I give one of my big +1/+1 counter guys double strike so that I have like non-commander damage lethal on you. So that means Collector's Vault would die. Key to the City would die. I could keep Monument. God, Thrill seems so good though. But I think I'm going to take out Nap. I'm going to take out Reality Shift. I'm going to take out Rapid Hybridization. We're going to take out all the really cheap stuff that is meant to be capitalizing on this. Raphael, you're dying. Nadir Kraken, you're dying. Misty Knight, I'm sorry to say you're dying. Inti, you're definitely dying. Okay. And now we want to go up a little bit on ramp, and then we want to go up here. So where's the rest of the ramp that we left behind? Iron Mirror. Back to the main deck. Ornithopter of Paradise. Back to the main deck. Ashling? No way. No way. Be serious. Okay. We have to do the manual ad break again. I'm going to go get the second greatest beverage ever created, and then we will be right back. Oh, is it Ashling? You're a genius. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. All right, let's get back to it. Vector, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. And Gabe, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. I appreciate that. Right, Ashling. Which one is it? It has to be that one because it's a flip card. So now I want shit, dog. I think I do want Krang. I think I want more like juicy 5 mana permanents that are just gonna be like, okay, you shot my commander. How about this? How about it? Ooh, Mono Blue Hulk! What else we got going on? What else we got going on? Is Boss ever gonna get a sponsorship with an energy drink so I can use the code Malding and Balding yet? I I will probably get another sponsorship with another supplement company sometime in the future. Ooh, you know? Never mind. I like leader. Never mind. Never mind. I like that. The real Moth Girl, thank you for the Prime sub of the 14th month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. I don't think Homunculus Horde. Let me look at Curator of Mysteries. Oh no. This would probably be good. I just don't want to scry this much. I don't want to do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. All-seeing arbiter would be really funny. Please check it. It's certainly not bad, yeah. I worry that it's not quite good enough, but it's not bad. We do have full throttle, Iggy. Thank you for looking out. I appreciate you doing your service. Reed Richards. God damn it, that's really funny. God damn it, that's really funny. We have to do it. That's a great team up. That's a great fucking team up. Amazing. We don't have Alhamrat's archive because honestly, playing to Fairy's Ageless Insight has kind of seemed like BM. What I want is like, dog, I want to play like Blitzball in here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna make this shit work. I'm gonna make this nasty. I'm gonna make this nasty. Hold on. Spider-Man is about to be a Blitzball champion. While the command tower is just testing the deck without having to worry about mana. Yeah, for 2-color decks and 3-color decks, getting a mana base that works is like inevitable. It just takes a while, and it's the most boring part of deck building, so I do it last. I make sure that if I could play my lands untapped, would the deck work? If yes, then I worry about building a mana base. Otherwise, it's just RAM that I don't want to spend. All right, so we go bam, 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 Spider-Man. So here, I probably just jam Chasm Skulker. Try to get max counters on Chasm Skulker. Play my land drop from here. Oh, ooh! Ooh! Slam again. So turn 5, I have a double striking 11/11 and a double striking 4/4 commander. I think you could kill either of my threats at this point, and I feel relatively happy. What do I get on my next turn? Five more cards. Land, swing. I draw like 8 more. I'm not running Containment Construct. I think there's an angle for it, but I don't really agree with it. Kind of, what's this? No, 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 no. What's your... what's your name? Surge to Victory. I kind of like this for extra combat spells. I really don't believe in props anymore. You were looking for Baxter Fly in the Ointment. Thank you. Okay, put a counter on him, and then he will gain flying. All our other guys will gain flying. Is Stark's ingenuity usable in this? Let us find out together. I worry about the threat profiling here. I think it is usable. I think it's just really dangerous to give this to our commander because he's already so shootable, and we are already going like pretty close to the bone with protective interaction. I do like Seize the Day because it has flashback. Aegis Athene, thank you very much for the 200-bit cheer. Hi, boss. How is UB Unending Baldness feeling? Did you know Marvel's first openly gay superhero is not making an appearance in this set? That's fucked up during Pride. The Go-Go's might be good. I think red Go-Go would be good. Which fucking Go-Go do I want? Mysterious Mime. And we'll cut one land for this. I don't think we need to be on 38 lands. What about making copies of Spider-Man? I think the problem with making copies of Spider-Man is that decks us really quickly. Like, it draws us a lot of cards, but it doesn't develop our mana, and we just get 4/4s, which is not very much. The weirdest one, thank you for the 24 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. If we're making our own deck for Spider-Man, we need to use the Ninja Turtle Pizza lands, because as we all know, it's pizza time. I will do that. So turn 1, we do nothing. Turn 2, a rock that can't get shot. Turn 3, play my guy. Turn 4. The responsible thing to do is to stick Ominous Seas here. I'm going to play Blitzball and make this guy a 6/4. So from here, what we do. I think from here we play Leader. We make him connive. I discard Walking Atlas. Oh, I get to draw a card, then connive. So he goes to 5/5. Swing him again. Sick. Play my land for turn. Now I can slip out the back if I have to. Then next turn, I can get this fucking Phoenix out. So now he's +2/+2 flying haste. Play my land. This is probably where I go Captain Howler. Captain Howler, I'm going to try to kill you. If you try to kill my guy, I slip out the back. Because I would discard 5, give him +10/+10, which would take him up to 17. He could maybe go to 18. If I had flipped side quest Blitzball, maybe double strike. Okay. BM Shooter, thank you for the 14 months at tier 1. Welcome to the dog home. And then it's like, how do we... I guess we can keep doing that over and over. Yeah, 360, boss, I need you to call me out. A couple of years ago, my dad bought me that in-store secret lair with one of each of the enemy fetch lands. I've never used them and have kept them in their pretty plastic holders because I love the box they came in, but I really want to play them. But I'm having anxiety breaking them open. Everything will come to dust, bro. You are going to die. I am going to die. This bowl will last a lot longer. But mold comes for all of us, dude. If you're going to enjoy it, that's the purpose of enjoying it. Like, your dad bought them for you, not as an investment. As it's an investment in you smiling. Go fucking smile. If you love the box they came in, open the box gently. Like, open the box gently, keep the box preserved, put them back in the box after you use it, but, like, go use them. Okay, so now we go bam, bam, bam. What do we get on the next turn? Oh, I'm fucking go-going it. So we both attack. I discard 6. This makes me draw 6. I discard 6. This makes me draw 12. I am a happy man now. I pass to my next turn. I have to discard 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. So next turn, I go Overlord of the Flood Pits, whole guy. Draw 2, discard 1. Okay. I think Cool but Rude just wins the game at that point. Yeah, but I don't give a shit about. I hate Cool but Rude. I hate the play pattern of. I hate the play pattern of Cool but Rude. Because this just seems like. Because this just turns me into the unpoliticable Spider-Man. I don't hate winning, I just don't think it actually wins. Because I'm not dealing 2 off of each card I draw, I'm dealing 2 off of each card I discard. And so I'm gonna spend like I'd spend 4 mana, I wouldn't get Overlord. I would discard 14 cards this turn. So I would deal 28 damage to everybody. This is like low enough that they're then gonna go into, okay, either you got it, or now we're gonna spend the whole game making sure that you're dead. And I just don't like that very much. I like being able to like bully whoever the threat is. I like being able to pick my targets and politic with people. Yeah, Spider-Man not world famous for building an IED and setting it off in the New York Metro, which is kind of what Cool but Rude is doing here. I won't disagree, like it's good. It is good for sure. It's just not how I want the deck to play. Aegis, thank you for gifting a sub to Mothman. Welcome to the dog heaven. We don't have Mjolnir. I also don't love Krang. Now, I am gonna put Niv Mizzet Paradin because I can aim this. I can aim this. I can aim this on who I want to aim it at. But yeah, I do want more. I don't think Team Year Battle Rage is quite good enough. I think Savage Beating is. Ooh, I like Psychotic Fury. I like Psychotic Fury. I worry that we might accidentally deck ourselves. Don't, I got it. Okay, the Walking Atlas and Poo Poo UFO thing has not worked out. What about 30? I can cut it. I can cut one more land. Okay, I'm gonna cut Cool but Rude. It's a good card, but I don't derive any joy from playing it. So I go land pass. I go land Stalwar Stone pass. I go land Commander pass. I go don't bully me. I swear to God I'm chill. I should have done Silvermere here. Because if I do the creature mana rock earlier, I can do Felwar Stone into Go-Go. And then I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, oh no, I discard Wonder to hand size. I like that. I like that. Next turn, what do I have that Surge to Victory can hit? Fucking nothing. Okay. But I can cast Full Throttle, and I will deck myself, right? Little Mixed was right. Because I cast Full Throttle, and let's just pretend that these swings are going to come through. So I'm going to go discard 7, draw 7. Discard 7, draw 14. Next combat, discard 14, draw 28. Yeah, we deck ourselves instantly. Oh, we may? Okay. Okay, so we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. That means instead, we could just like develop a little bit more mana, play Marauding Mako, and then do the like discard 6, get this guy pretty big. And we have 12 cards in hand now. What do I care to establish? I would care to establish Monument to Endurance. Because then I would discard the hand size. I would probably discard this doubler. I would discard a dork. I would discard another creature mana rock. Discard this land. So I would get to draw a card, meaning I would discard again. I would get to make a treasure token. I would get to make everybody lose 3 life. AR, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. And now we have a lot of damage on this Marauding Mako. And now Iron Man is what turns this into a real threat. I think we are probably a little too low. We're like just a little bit too low on removal. And a little bit too high on ramp. I think it might be worth turning 1 or 2 pieces of ramp into Containment Construct, because what feels important is sometimes I don't want to play my land drop because I want to discard more cards to draw more cards, but if I don't play my land drop, I want to be able to get it back later. Oh, we have a duplicate Seize the Day. Thank you for catching that, Jelly. Oh yeah, we're on double Seize the Day. Okay, get rid of that one. I'll throw in a one-off Containment Construct. Locust God is not in here because I don't like him. We go land. We go land. Dork. We go land. Pay a blue. Flip her. Spider-Man. We float mana for expensive guys. Oh shit, we're gonna play Thundering Djinn. Hell yes. Go to our next turn. Float the mana. We play Go-Go. Alright, here's the stupid turn that we want. Go to combat. Discard 6. Draw 6. We've drawn 7 cards this turn. Discard 6. Draw 12. We've drawn 19 cards this turn. This guy drops the loudest fart you have ever heard, and one person's eardrums bleed. Like I lightning bolt the dinosaur player for 19 damage. All right, go off. So I like that. And an extra combat with that would win the game really, really quickly. So maybe I don't need as many loots as I thought. Couldn't you use blue go-go to double triple your triggers? Creme fraiche, please look my 3 lands in the face and say that. Respect. Respect to you, boo-boo. Look my 2.5 lands in the face and tell me to use a mana dumper again. It will not be occurring. It will not be occurring. I'm trying to get in, bust, get out. Yeah, Peter Parker's camera is a better idea. I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna drop this. I will put the camera in. Go to Echo. What do they do? It's fine. I don't like where it fits in the curve because we want to ramp into our commander and then we can't tap her the turn after. But it's probably good in practice. I will continue to advocate for Ormos. I really don't believe in it. I don't like the stuff we're seeing in the stuff we're seeing in the playtest where I have Spider-Man and I have a Spider-Man like doubler. That to me reads okay, we get somebody to burn removal. It does not read to me as we get to do that. Because I think we're doing it early enough that somebody would just use like swords to plowshares and then I would get fucked. So I think I would drop my boy Baxter. Drop 6 counters on my boy Baxter. Next turn. I can't play Reed Richards yet. Frantic Search. Discard these 2 lands. So I've discarded 2 already. I do Leader. Connive him. Draw and then connive. Discarded 3. Draw 8. I think I lost track, but yeah, that's pretty fucked up. And then everything after that is pretty okay. Like this all happens really early. I think if I get board wiped, I don't mind too much. I have ways to rebuild with ramp. I have a full hand so I can land drop to replay my commander. I have a little bit of interaction for whoever rebuilds first. I have a wheel. I'm liking it. How bad is running the evasive buffs that are playable from the yard like max altitude? I am not sure because I think 4 toughness creatures are better at swinging than you think. Like I'm gonna try to build this deck for Command Fest Tacoma and try it out there. And if it's not working, one of the changes I'm gonna try making is doing doing more combat tricks like that. But I'm not convinced that they're necessary. Because there's a lot of like imagine if I run into a Y'shtola player. They're not blocking. They're not blocking. They don't care. Dog, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Do you only ever get to try these decks out at conventions? No, but I try to make sure whenever I have a convention coming up that I build a new one. But I think that is where we are going to end today's stream. I'm pretty happy with this, but I need to do the land base. I need to actually try it out in some games. Alvius Furrer, thank you for the 14 months to tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home, my friend. The deck list will be shared later, for sure. Thank you all for being here. Let me pull up the bald Kai. We'll find somebody to raid. Three Elk is live. We're gonna raid 3 Elk. Everybody be kind. Don't rewind any videotapes you've ever purchased. Thank you all for being here. I will be live again tomorrow, most likely. That's it. I love you all. I appreciate you coming by the show today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Please remember to stay toxic. YouTube, that's just it for us, but I will see you tomorrow.